Well, if you've ever been on a family road trip, you know they can be one of the most memorable times in a child's life. I remember mine. I bet you remember yours.
Certainly.
But for one family whose youngest daughter has been battling cancer for years, a vacation has always just been a dream.
Wow, but now, thanks to a maritime group called Workers for Wishes, a New Brunswick family will get away from doctors and hospitals to hit the open road together. CTV's DinaB now has that story.
The last year has been a tough one for the Allaby family. Their severely epileptic daughter, Chelsea, was diagnosed with cancer for the second time.
We have made the preparations by having what they call a stem cell harvest done.
Chelsea has a rare form of cancer called neuroblastoma. Family vacations have been the last thing on the Allaby's minds, but after completing her 13th round of chemotherapy, doctors say Chelsea's well enough to take a trip. The Allabys are now packing their things and hitting the road for a cross-Canada journey. Brent Allaby is Chelsea's dad.
It's a nice chance for us to reconnect as a family together and spend some time just alone, which we haven't been able to do since last year. We've either been in hospitals or there's always been people coming and going, or with work commitments and stuff. It's been hard to have a time just the four of us. And that's going to be something that we're going to cherish for the rest of our lives.
Chelsea, who's 18 years old, is looking forward to a road trip with her family, far away from doctors and nurses.
I like to have a campfire.
Yeah?
With s'mores, marshmallows, hot dogs, and most of all, I like to have a friend.
And the whole trip is being made possible by a group called Workers for Wishes. It's a local organization made up of unionized workers who pool their resources to raise money in order to grant a wish to a child in need.
I hope for them it's a lifetime of memories.
Workers for Wishes is providing this all-expense-paid road trip for the Allabys. Eamon Clark says once they met Chelsea and her family, they knew they'd chosen the right cause.
Even at their time, the hard time for them and a hard time for Chelsea, they were thinking of what was coming after them and who else would need. That's very special and very unique.
The Allabys will head to Manitoba to visit friends and relatives.
A little getaway like this without having to go to hospitals and doctors and getting blood work done and seeing your child in the hospital sick for a while is going to be a nice break.
They'll make stops along their journey, but they aren't too focused on a game plan. The Allabys' only goal is to ensure Chelsea has the trip of a lifetime. DinaB, CTV News, St. John.
Thank you, Dina.
Wow. I hope she has a great trip.
I'm sure she will.
I'm sure she will indeed. Time now to check in with Cindy Day.
And if I could, I'd take a big sunshine and just sit it over the vehicle as they traveled to Winnipeg. Lots of sunshine.